out of there, now we are going to do, no, I don't want to go in there. Now we are going to do shifting and braking. This is what everyone likes to do because obviously it's shifting. And shifting is very easy. Braking is somewhat of it's a confusion to most people. But I'm sure you'll get it down pretty easily. So I'm just gonna ride around. I'm not gonna stop because why would I stop? But shifting and braking both come hand in hand because you can engine brake by shifting down, which is what I do a lot of the time, and this is all dirt here. When you're in a turn like this, like that roundabout right there, I'm just gonna go into it. When you're in that roundabout right there, you don't want to be you don't necessarily want to be hitting your brakes at all. My front brake is very sensitive. I don't use it a lot. You don't want to be hitting your brakes constantly in a turn. When you're in a turn and you're sideways, you want to get the bike straight up and try to stop as quickly as possible. You want to hit them brakes, your front and rear brakes. Like in the side here, up and hit the brakes. And if you got to go back into it, go back into the lean if you can't stop in time. Or if you're going too fast and you're going to go right over the edge, come up, brake. You go back around in the circle. You're in the lean, just like you're in the lean, come up and brake. See, I pulled on the clutch too. That's another thing you want to do. You want to pull on the clutch. You see how I gave a little bit of gas there? Come up, brake. And you want to keep on going around. You got your lean going on. You want to come up, brake. And I keep hitting that fucking throttle, which is annoying me now. But that's braking in turns. You also use your front brake, which is going to dip you forwards. That was a dead turtle right there. And your rear brake, if you're going fast enough, it's just going to skid. But you want to use both of them together. The bike is already set up so that when you when you pull on the front brakes, it's already stopping more aggressively than the rear. But because your foot is stronger than your hand, it's going to feel like your rear brake's doing a lot more, but it's not. It's already all calibrated and set up for it. But that's braking. You want to use your front and your rear brakes at the exact same time when you're coming to a stop. Now we're going to move into shifting. Shifting's very easy. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's the same thing as if you were to take off the line, like using your clutch normally. It's the same thing. You're going to pull in on the clutch, let up off the gas, shift up, out on the clutch, and roll on the throttle at the same time. It's the exact same thing as taking off, except instead of starting off at a stop, you're rolling. So imagine yourself pulling in on the clutch to put it in first, but really you're shifting up. I'm going to shift down. But really you're shifting up, and it's the exact same thing as taking off. Same gas and throttle. I'm going to roll around this turn just a little bit here. You can get that lean on, counterbalancing. We'll get to that next. But it's the same as taking off. You pull on the clutch, shift up, rolling on the throttle. At the same time as you're rolling on the throttle, you're letting out of the throttle. So it's a motion like this. It's in, up, out, and roll. So it's fairly easy. It's the exact same thing as if you were to take off at a dead stop.